Hello, all my Earth babies, and get ready. I am going to draw your weekly relationship reading, and I'm going to start right now. And as always, if you have not already done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ting that bell to make sure you are notified when I go live or upload new videos. Okay, now as with the last reading, I'm going to draw from the 4 decks. This one is going to be the general overall outlook for the week or theme for the week for your relationships. And it is a nice one. It is the picture, and the picture is all about empathy and caring about other people and giving them what they need. You have the ability, this card is saying you have the ability to see and feel what they need and to provide everything that that person needs. And that is a great card when it comes to your relationships. Now, I'm going to draw the regular drawing. Now, this is for the first card is how you feel about your relationships this week, what you need to know, what is influencing them, what lessons you need to learn, what the general outcomes are for your relationships, and what the general advice is for your relationships this week. And of course, I'm going to have the as above and so below clarifying cards. And yes, I already shuffled and prayed over the cards before I started the recording, so we are all set there. Okay, now this is how you feel about your relationships this week. And the King of Pentacles, and he is saying that you are enjoying your relationships this week and you are sharing your abundance. You want to share your happiness and your abundance with everybody in your life this week. And the Mother of Air is coming in to give you the knowledge to know how to share all of your abundance with everybody this week with your relationships. And then of course you have the Ace of Cups coming in. When it comes to your relationships, you got great new starts, and anything is possible with the relationships you start this week. There are great possibilities when it comes to your relationships. Now, what you need to know about your relationships this week is that you're going to need to make a decision this week about something when it comes to your relationships, whether it's to stay in a relationship, leave a relationship, whether it is whether or not a relationship is good for you or not. There is some kind of decision that you're going to need to make. And there is something about your relationships this week that you don't know about, and you don't need to know about, or you're not ready to know about. That's what the Crone of Air is here to say. She's closing the book on the whole issue. You're not ready, or you don't need to know. There is something about a relationship going on. There's a little bit of mystery here going on with this. But she's telling you to leave it alone. Whatever it is, it doesn't affect you right now. You don't need to know about it. Just leave it be. So if there's a question you have about somebody, about their past or something like that, just leave it be. It's not something that affects you or the relationship. And then you have the Nine of Wands, which is telling you that you may be feeling a little bit weary when it comes to your relationships, but you have the strength to go on, and you just need a little bit of rest maybe sometimes from other people, and you'll be able to go on to continue growing that relationship, or continue on to the next level, or whatever, that to continue on with that relationship. Now, card 3, what is influencing your relationships this week? And then we have the Queen of Swords. Somebody wants to come in and organize everything. The Queen of Swords is that kind of energy that just likes everything to be neat and tidy. Relationships aren't really all that neat and tidy, but for the most part, this person is going to come in and maybe help clear up some issues that there may be, some misunderstandings or miscommunications. She may be the type of person to come in and help clear things up a little bit for you in that regard. Now, the Nine of Air is here to say that there is some knowledge to be gained here, but not without pain or payment of some kind. There's always, when it comes to knowledge, it's not something that we are entitled. It's not something we are given. It's something we have to earn. And a lot of times when it comes to knowledge, when in relationships, or what we need to learn about another person, it can be painful. But in the end, it is knowledge that will benefit us and that person. So just keep that in mind. If you learn something about somebody, just because it kind of hurts your feelings or it makes you think twice about that person, it doesn't mean that it's always a bad thing. So try to look at things from different angles and try to use the knowledge in a good way. And then you have the King of Pentacles, and he is the king that likes to, of course, which was in the beginning here, he likes to share his abundance and share his happiness with everybody. And of course, he's coming in here again, so he is influencing. He has a lot of influence this week when it comes to your relationships. Things are really looking pretty good. I mean, there are a few bumps in the road and a few things, a few little mysteries, but 4, what lessons we need to learn. And here is the Devil, and the Devil is trying to teach us either to let go of a situation, let go of a person, break free from a situation or break free from a person, or not to overindulge. You can definitely overindulge in a certain relationship. Some person may look and seem perfect for you, and then in reality that person is not good for you whatsoever. So you need to learn this week the difference between something being good and something being good, something looking good and something being good. There may be somebody coming into your life this week that you thought or you think is just absolutely the best thing since sliced bread for you. But in reality, when you take a step back and look, this person is not good for you at all. This person may be possessive and may in the end try to hold you back. And so just be careful when it comes to this energy coming in here this week in any new relationship. And then you have Venus coming in here with the whole lovers in emotions and relationship energy. And in order to find out what she's all about, you have to deal that next clarifying card, which is the Two of Swords, which is telling you that you need to balance your head and your heart, which is basically what I'm trying to tell you about this energy here. He may sweep you right off your feet, and this Venus is just awestruck with this man or this woman or this person, whoever this is. Venus is just awestruck with him, but this Two of Swords is telling you you need to balance your head and your heart, and you really need to think about this situation and whether or not it is good for you or not. So just please, whoever this person is, really take a serious look at this person in this situation, in this relationship, before going on any further with it, getting too serious with it. Now, what are the outcomes for your relationships this week? And here we have the Fool telling us to go on blind faith, to take a leap of faith when it comes to our relationships this week. There's endings and new beginnings all over the place. We really have to have that stable, happy energy when you're talking about your relationships this week. And you also have Mars coming in here telling you that at some point this week you are going to need to stand up for yourself. You're going to need to have courage. You're going to need to have possibly even defensiveness and confidence in yourself in knowing how to handle a situation. That's probably talking about this situation right here, and about this person. So at some point this week, you're going to have to conjure Mars energy when it comes to courage and confidence and standing up for yourself. And you're also going to need to gather your knowledge and your power in order to navigate all of the ups and downs when it comes to the emotions of this week. I mean, there's a lot of good here, but this energy has me a little concerned. And this kind of reminds me of a person that's only in it for themselves. So just watch out for that type of energy this week. I don't see it being really bad. I mean, you know the difference between right and wrong. You can navigate that pretty easily. But sometimes there are people that have you completely snowballed. So just keep an eye out. If you fall too quickly, take a second look at the situation. And the overall general advice for the week is the Star, and to pay attention to your inner guidance, the divine guidance, and balance your emotions and what's physical and spiritual when it comes to your relationships this week. And of course, don't forget about this picture over here, who wants you to make sure that you pay attention to other people and give them what they need. You have the ability to do that. So if somebody asks you for something, and then of course that comes right in with the King of Pentacles energy here, go ahead and share your abundance with them. Don't forget about that. And in doing so, then you have the world, and everything is coherent, everything is balanced, everything is where it's supposed to be. Everything will work out great for you at the end of this week for the general outlook for this week. And on top of the World card, you have the Star, and you'll have the Star again, which is telling you that you are going to be refreshed and renewed, and there's a great sense of cohesiveness and happiness when it comes to your relationships this week. Now, I hope you enjoyed that reading. Now, before you go, don't forget to watch more videos and to hit that big subscribe button.